What is up YouTube, I'm Royal, I'm rank 1 Wild Rift, and today we're playing Zed in the mid lane, and we're playing against Syndra. As you can see from my runes, I've maximized my early game power, going for Electrocute, because Zed is one of the strongest champions at taking down Syndra in the early game. She's going barrier for some extra defensive capabilities, which makes sense since she just wants to stay safe, and our goal is to demolish her in the early game, especially when we get our ultimate. In the Baron lane we have a Sion Warwick matchup, and Sion actually entered level 1, but it's an execute, so it works out to get the first wave. We have a jungle Yi, so he won't be very useful in the early game. So we're not expecting a lot of help from our jungler in the early game. It's kind of up to us to snowball the Syndra. Okay, Sion with the first blood. So what's awesome about Zed is that he can jump on the Syndra very easily with our second ability and our ultimate. And Syndra is very weak against champions that can just jump on her and be on her face. So Syndra has one spell to get rid of us, which is her third ability. However, we have two spells to go in on her, our second ability and our ulti. So it's gonna be very hard for Syndra to avoid our all-ins. Her only real hope is getting stasis, which obviously she can't get until after she's finished her first item, or she's just not gonna be doing any damage. So we have a decent time of window where we can look for good trades. We can jump into our shadow now that she's walked into it and maybe look for an all-in. I did not drop the ignite. I thought that she would barrier my first ability, so the ignite wouldn't be enough to do anything, but she didn't barrier. So I definitely could have taken her down. Also make sure in the trades that you're using Electrocute, right? You want to be proccing Electrocute to get the most out of your trades. I'm actually gonna get my ultimate here, so if I push this wave quickly, I can catch her by surprise. Yep, I got my ultimate. She's still staying, so I'm gonna jump on her with my second ability and my ultimate. Ignite should be more than enough. She actually flashes away, wastes her flash, but that's really good for us. And we're already secured the first kill on Syndra. However, one is not enough. Our goal is to snowball and destroy the Syndra as much as we can in the early game. We're gonna get our healing boots, Omnivamp boots, that are just better than the armor pen ones because you just get more stats for your gold. And at the same time, we're gonna start building towards our Dusk Blade, which is gonna be just so strong in this early game, and I'll be able to do so much damage to Syndra. Again, our goal is to proc Electrocute. I wasn't able to proc it there since I missed one of my shurikens. However, if I proc it in trades, the trades will always be really good. Soraka is actually mid lane, which is a little weird. Oh, our jungler is fighting bot side. Yeah, we need to back off. This is a 3v2. Since Soraka is here, she's gonna be giving some heals to Syndra, which is unfortunate. It negates a lot of our earlier trading. I'm gonna go grab the plant, and now I have my ulti again in 13 seconds, and she doesn't have flash. So it should be an easy kill if we play the trades right. Have to be a little afraid of her, because she still has a lot of damage if I get too cocky. I can maybe go in on that. I think if she walks up again, I'm just gonna ult her. Yep, there we go. Grab the ulti. We don't even need the ulti pop. I'm gonna flash away just to be safe, because I don't really know if Hecarim has ult up. It looks like he's still chasing us. We do have our second ability to escape now, but I just want to push out the minions. I probably didn't need to flash, but I wasn't sure what Hecarim had up, so better safe than sorry, right? But that's our second kill already on the Syndra, and she's missing a lot of waves while being dead. Oh, unfortunately Sion is getting destroyed by the Warwick. But that's okay. So now you see why Zed is such a big Syndra counter, right? You can just jump on her face all the time and just be so abusive with your spells. And there's just not that much you can do, right? Now she used her third ability, right? So she has to be super safe up until that's back up. But even when it's up, since I have my second ability and my ulti, it's really hard for her to escape my all-in. I think Zed is a more reliable counter than Fizz. I think in the past I've talked about how strong Fizz is as a counter to Syndra, but Zed is more reliable because his ulti is point and click. It's not a skill shot. That was also a good trade, right? I avoided her third ability by jumping in on her. And I have my ulti coming up in 4 seconds, and I will immediately look for another solo kill. I'm gonna push in these minions and probably look for a dive. I don't think there's much she can do to stop me at this point. It's gonna be really hard for her to stop an all-in. Hecarim's actually coming, but I'm gonna do a clean little combo. Escape with my second ability. Oh, I'm in a tricky situation. I'm gonna try to get out this way. Hecarim will be taking me down. Yeah, I had to go back in my shadow because if I didn't, I would be stuck in their side of the jungle. And Hecarim would just come and clean me up. Maybe I could have tried and gone for the Soraka. However, I didn't really have a lot of escape paths. Okay, team. We didn't get a dragon, but they were almost able to. We actually got the Hecarim in the 3v2, so that was well played. The enemy team should have immediately fought instead of doing the dragon. But we were able to get a third solo kill on Syndra, and look at her, she's level 7. We're so far ahead in this lane. It's gonna be so easy to snowball the game now. I can maybe die for her without even my ultimate if I play it properly. Again, we're going for the Duskblade and then the Trinity Force. I think that's the best build for Zed mid right now. Our ult is coming up, so we're going to immediately jump on the Syndra. We're going to be able to easily run away, and that's the 4th solo kill on the Syndra. She's just so weak right now. And the good thing about Syndra, or the bad thing I guess for Syndra, is that when she falls behind, she's very useless. Syndra is a champion that cannot fall behind because all she does is have high range and high damage. So if she can't have that thing, right, if she can't do damage, she's kind of useless as a champion. You can definitely dive this Warwick, I just need Sion to tank the turret. Just walk in and tank him, my dude. Stink it. There we go. Good job, team. And we'll be able to take the first turret. So what am I doing now, right? I got 4 kills on Syndra, and I'm like, that's enough. It's time to help out my team and snowball other places in the map. We're able to get the bot turret, a bot kill, and my team's actually overextending for a second turret, which is a little greedy. Syndra, speaking of overextending, Syndra is very overextended. She just can't play the game against us when she's this far behind. It's so hard for her to do anything. She needs stasis, but again, it's too early in the game to get it. So whenever we have our ulti up, we can just walk up, kill the Syndra, and then we can look for roams and plays elsewhere. I'm actually gonna go for a turret plating here before the turret platings fall. And then I can maybe get the rest of the turret, because now the turret platings fell and it's super easy to hit the turret. Perfect timing, we're gonna be able to get another turret. And now I'm gonna look for a sneaky roam in the top lane, in the Baron lane. Okay, Hecarim is actually there. My team is taking down the turret. I can help clean up. Ooh, I wasn't there in time, so unfortunately he gets the Xayah. But we're still able to get another kill, and we're 7-1-0. We're snowballing this game super well. This is a 3v2, so we have to be a little scared, but maybe we can look for an assassination here. Oh, Syndra stepped up way too far, and we one-shot her without even using our ulti. Now we can use our ulti on the Soraka. And since Sion is tanking for us, we can walk up and clean up the Zarya as well. And we're 10-1-0, completely taking over this game. Oh, Hecarim is here too. But Sion is so tanky, and I'm able to just clean up the Hecarim as well. We definitely need to back off. We're overstaying our welcome, but we have 3,600 gold to spend, 11-1. So not only did we completely demolish Syndra, one of the strongest champions in the meta right now, but we were able to transition our lead, help our solo lane, and then with the help of our solo lane that's also ahead now, we were able to go in the duo lane and demolish them as well. They do have a very fed Hecarim, so we do need to be a little careful, because Hecarim is one of those champions that can completely take over games. However, this is looking like a very good game. Syndra is again very overextended. Oh, the Soraka silence actually threw me off there. Oh, and Hecarim is going in on us. We're gonna use our ulti. I definitely should have flashed away. I didn't think he had the burst. He did 557 damage that quickly. I thought since I dodged his ulti, I would be able to survive his burst, but I definitely should have flashed away there. We're still gonna trade the 1-for-1, so it's not bad. And we're just so far ahead in gold. We're 4,000 gold over Syndra. She only has 1 item. She doesn't even have stasis yet. And we already have 2 items completed and almost a 3rd one. So I'm going Mortal Reminder this game, because we need both Gravious Wounds for the Soraka, but we also need Armor Pen since their team is fairly tanky with Hecarim and Warwick in their front line. So Mortal Reminder just gets both of those things. Also, we have Trinity Force, which gives us attack speed, so we will be auto-attacking quite a bit this game. So the crit chance will not be going to waste either. That's why I make sure that Hecarim is zoned out. We're actually gonna jump straight into the Soraka. Ooh, Hecarim ulted me. I thought he would jump in. A bit of a misplay from me. I just immediately got focused down. I was trying to kind of distract them so we would get the dragon. But I guess that works. They used all their spells and now my team is able to clean up. Go Sion! Good flash by the Sion. Soraka will be able to flash out. Oh, Sion, where are you going, friend? Sion does not care. Ooh, unfortunately our Master Yi went down to the Warwick. Our Master Yi is not having a great game, but that's alright. We're so fed that we should be able to snowball. At this point, if we lose, it's kind of on us. Because we have a massive lead. So if we're not able to close out, there's no excuses. Zed is one of the better scaling champions. A lot of people think that Zed is only a good early game champion. However, he's honestly one of the better late game champions. In the early game, his cooldowns are just too long. However, in the late game, he can really begin to shine with his AoE damage, his mobility, and his assassinations. So I'm going to clean up one more wave and look to base for my item. I still need some gold, so I'm just going to see if I can clean up the Krugs. Baron spawning in 20 seconds. Good to keep that in mind. And we're going to go take our blue buff while we base. Blue buff is so important and so good on Zed, by the way. Zed has a massive problem in the late game where his spells have really low cooldowns, but he has energy problems, right? And blue buff regens so much energy, so you can keep spamming those abilities. Unfortunately, Sion went down in the side lane. I'm just gonna sweep around and see if I can maybe assassinate anyone. Oh, there's the Warwick. I need to be a little careful with Warwick. He does a lot of damage. Boom! Triple shuriken combo. Clean, clean, clean. With Zed, you want to make sure that you're hitting your first ability multiple times on the enemy with your shadows. That's what's going to give you the most burst. So obviously you have a lot of different combos you can do, but the main thing is make sure that you're hitting as many of your first abilities as you can with your ultimate to maximize your damage. We got the Baron, Zeri strolling, we're going to be able to pick up that kill as well. And now we kind of want to play the side lane game. I say this in all my videos. Maybe I'll need to make a specific video, like an educational video just about this concept. But when you have Baron, your goal is to push all the minions at the same time. You want to push top, mid, and bot all at the same time and overwhelm the enemy team with Baroned up minions. So Sion is top lane, so we're going to go bot lane, and Zarya is already mid lane. See, Sion kind of trolled here because he didn't wait for us to push the rest of the minions, and he just died for nothing pretty much. But if we were pushing while he was fighting there, we would easily get 2 turrets. He just had to wait a little longer before going for that. I can definitely go for the Soraka, but I don't want to trade 1-for-1 here. I just want to keep rushing with Baron. However, we did lose a lot of tempo because Sion is gone, so we are in a 4v5. So pushing is a lot harder now because they could easily engage on us and pick up 4v5 kills. So while my team pushes mid, I'm going to push the side lane just to create as much pressure as I can with these Baroned up minions. If no one comes to stop us, we're going to hit turret. If somebody comes to stop us, we're going to try to one-shot them. Okay, Warwick. I'm getting ready with my ultimate in case Warwick ults, so I can dodge it. Okay, Sion is coming back into the map now. We did waste a lot of time, but now we can pressure the enemy team again with all Baroned up minions. Warwick going in on us, but it's easy enough to clean him up with the correct combo. However, we're super low on HP. Well, we have to be a little careful since we don't have a lot of HP. Hecarim actually escapes the Master Yi. We've run out of our Baron, so there's no point for me to stay with such low HP. I'm gonna look for the base. I think Sion should be able to pick up a turret. And the mid turret is very low HP as well. Sion was able to pick up the turret, but he will trade his life for it. Unfortunately, our dual lane died in the mid lane too, so that's not great. Not great at all. I want to go pick up the blue buff real quick. I'm going to drop my shadow here so I can immediately go back to it. Okay, so my jungler is actually starting the dragon. And the Hecarim is right there. So we definitely want to go for the Hecarim so there's no smite steals. Ult him really quickly. No, he did steal it, unfortunately. Oh. Damn, look at that range. Dude, the Syndra range is so oppressive. She did 1000 damage to me from across the wall. And this is why I think Syndra is one of the strongest champions. Her damage is really good, yes, but it's her range that's really good. And she doesn't just have long-range damage abilities like Ziggs. She also has a long-range AoE stun, which is very underrated, I think. One of the strongest abilities in the game. Just because of how long the range is. It's like longer than like a TF stun, right? And it's an AoE stun. Anyway, enough babbling about Syndra. In this video, we're showing how to destroy Syndra. Unfortunately, we did lose that dragon, and my team didn't do a good job on the siege with Baron. We did get one inhibitor, and the other inhibitor turret is very low HP, so we should be able to pick that up fairly quickly. But now we're playing around Baron, and our goal as an assassin is to look for picks before the Baron, right? If we're able to get a kill, it will be very easy for us to pick up an objective. Soraka is very called out, so I'm going to immediately jump on the Soraka. We got her, but they're playing ping pong with us. I do have my second ability. Can flash out as well. Oof, I am able to escape with my life, and we're able to get a Soraka as well, and get a lot of their spells. So my team should be able to clean up. Syndra is now unstoppable. She's really coming back in this game, and that's Syndra. She's scary. She's definitely coming back in this game. But we're able to pick up 4 kills, and maybe we can end the game here. It's only Hecarim up. I'm gonna push the lane with no inhibitors, since we have the siege minions, and we're pushing all 3 lanes. I don't think Hecarim will be able to stop us. I do have my ulti too, so I can one-shot him if he comes near me to stop me from ending. So that should be the game here. Oh, my team's already kind of cleaning him up. I'm gonna help out with that. And that is the game. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and now you know exactly what to do to counter Syndra. Also subscribe for more Wild Rift content.